Am I live? I don't know. We'll find out. Ba-da-ba. It seems we're live. Hey, everyone. Finishing my setup on a few things, so please, I apologize the start of the stream. Let's hear that. I'm trying to also hear my own audio back, because I want to make sure that it's all good. But it sounds like that's the case, so I feel quite confident. Excuse me. And we are live as we venture forth into the realm of Mario Kart World, which I have been thoroughly enjoying. I have to be completely honest with you guys. So then, let me just make sure everything is set up. It's picking up on my monitor. Excelente. And then I just have to hope for someone to sneak on in so I can make more changes to OBS as things go on. But we're here right now. Let us just goof around, I suppose. Let's do Knockout Tour. That way I could just really mess around. I've thoroughly been enjoying Daisy. I think she's like really cute in this game. And let's just do Standard. Get our grips for the day. I hope everyone's been having an absolute blast when it comes to Switch 2. If you've had it, if you've not, just please let me know. I want to really see and like gauge who has their Switch 2 in, who's on the fence. What are you waiting for? That kind of stuff. But then again, so one more time because I've not discussed about it all too much, or you may have seen the post. I unfortunately lost my my PC. It had to be completely wiped after it blue screen during an update. So some things I was able to salvage, other things not so much, but the vast majority of everything got wiped, including all the stuff I use for recording, editing, and streaming. Now, I've been using Streamlabs for the longest time, before like all the complaints and all that. So this seemed like the perfect time for me to jump in on OBS. So that is exactly what I'm streaming from right now. For any reason at all, something does not sound, the capture does not go off, you want some volume changed, please feel free to stop me. Otherwise, I'm just gonna chill around, play Mario Kart for a little bit, and then move on to another game. So I gotta wait and I gotta think about what else I want to like play. The only game I've really played, aside from World, has been Super Mario Odyssey. So who knows, I might go in on some Xenoblade 3, or I might goof around for a few side quests in Xenoblade X. But if anyone else has any suggestions as the stream moves along, please feel free to let me know. I also apologize, as I want to put on airs, I am not the best Mario Kart player. I have been playing it for a long time, but I'm still getting used to World and how ridiculous these 24 people races have just been. I'm not enjoying the online mode as much as I would like. I will put that out. It's overly chaotic. Like, there's no reward for being in, like, the top up until, like, the very end of the race. Like, it just feels like you're better off being in, like, 6th or 7th place up until you get ridiculously close to the end of the race. And then, you know, then you can cheese with, like, some sort of ability out there. Like Bullet Bill and all that. And then it's like, I feel like unless you're like dead first, you don't get overly punished all too hard. Like the recovery window for a lot of these, the overall recovery window just feels very forgiving for many things, like aside from like the blue shell, for instance. Here's some in front and behind. Ouch. And then, like, for instance, like this, green shells I've been hit a good bunch of times. I'm completely fine. Oh, shoot. Red shell lasts a while, blue shell lasts a while, so... Really it's just trying to gauge options for, like, recovery and all that. But so who knows? I might jump on online for a little bit. I have been finding it useful with getting a lot of coins really quickly. Come on, man. Okay, we'll take these. Any shortcuts up ahead I can use this one on. I've also heard something like, apparently the AI is really adaptive in this game. So as if you're just a naturally better performing player, AI will adapt accordingly. If that's the case, that's pretty awesome. Come on, I was out of the way on that. Man, I missed that. I'm fumbling. Nishqueak! Help, my friend. Does everything sound good to you? I mean, that's my #1 concern. Later on, I'll have to work on, like, integrating, like, YouTube chat so that it shows on the screen. But if... Like, how's the game audio sound compared to, like, my voice, for example? Like, does my voice come across clear enough? Because as far as I feel like there's no overt delays or anything that doesn't feel out of place, which is nice. Maybe bump myself up a tad bit louder, but for my audio, everything's fine. Okay, I could do that. So mic audio. Oh, my mic audio is already maxed out. Well, I'll just bump it on here. So let's try that. How's that? Same or not all too different? Could just be I need to stand a little. I could just be as simple as I need to sit a little closer to the mic. God dang it. Of course, now towards the end of the knockout tour, they start fumbling. But just let me know. I moved the mic up a little closer to me, and I raised the audio on the mic by one more bit. I doubt this will work. No. That'd been really funny. This is actually, like, getting a little annoying. I need more coins. Oh, and of course, like, first place is, like, a mile ahead. That's how it always is. I'm finding the 150 bots, like, really, like, a bit of a challenge. Like, I feel like I almost need to learn a little more about the game so that I can perform better against them. God, why did she even sneak up behind me, man? That's ridiculous for him to be that far out. Like, all I want is just, like, something to, like, catch up. But I don't get that because of my spot. Like, I'm not gonna catch up. Like, that's just a matter of, like, the way that it works. Oh, I had to go up. Oh, man. I have fumbled this knockout tour. Not even third. Oof. Alright, well, mulligan. That's our first one. That's how it works, right? But Nishquick, if you're still here, I want to ask, is there any stuttering? Like, how, like, it all feels okay? I need to create a widget for capturing the YouTube chat. That's what I need to do. Because eventually I'm going to need to make the widget for that, for subs, and for... yeah, for subs and all that. It's not a display. Media source, text, video capture, window capture. I don't think it's any of those. So basically, I'm still going to need to mess around a little bit more. All I care about is the quality, and the game itself comes off nicely, and my voice as well, which I think it hits. And actually, I think my camera looks like even better, like this, for example. I'd like to create a border for the camera too, at some point. Let's just go online for a little bit. Let's go online for like 1 or 2 rounds, and then we'll change games to something. We'll still figure out what. We'll swap to Mock Rocket, which is what I've been using pretty regularly. And then I've been hearing I'm also not alone in the dislike for how big it is online either. Like, I'm only in, like, the 5,800 ranking or something like that. Apparently, like, people are getting hard stuck around, like, 83, 8,500, where you can even, like, lose out. Like, unless you're, like, first, and even then, like, in some random situations, depending on the number of people involved, you might still lose points, which I think is ridiculous. I want to say if I can hit 7K online, I'll be content. I'll join the next available race. Alright, so it looks like I'm just goofing off. Can I see what the world looks like? No. I cannot open the world map like this. Not the biggest fan of these, the water areas overall. But again, that just probably is a testament to, like, I need to, like, get better in terms of control and all that. I will say, though, I've thoroughly enjoyed, like, the world. I just feel like there needs to be a little bit more going on in the free roam. It feels like a little bit sparse and you don't really have much of a reason to return anywhere after you've done like the little quests. Which is a shame, because this is a drop-dead gorgeous, like, world to explore. Like, this is what people thinking, like, Pokemon was supposed to look like, you know? Which I might finally feel persuaded to play Scarlet and Violet now, by the way, after seeing that graphical upgrade. So we'll just have to see. But I don't want to get Scarlet Violet full price still. I adamantly refuse to pay full price for that game. It took years for the game to look moderately and play moderately serviceable. I'm not in any particular rush to like shell out the full cash value. You know what I mean? I also think I should need to, I need to change my bindings, because I am playing, and I have not shown you yet, I'm playing on the Switch2 Pro Controller. So I still have the GR buttons also to mess around with. Which, by the way, this feels like easily one of the best controllers I've ever held in my hand. It's smooth, easy to hold, it's not like a firm grip. It's not an overly firm grip, but it feels nice overall. Button layout feels comfortable, D-pad, all of that. The sticks feel really nice. I like that I just ate like 5 meals in a row right there. Dude, Rosalina's everywhere. Apparently, like, she has like her own car agency. She has a bus tour agency. They got Rosalina doing anything and everything. And going back a little earlier, I think I was talking about how, like, oh, like, the world's very nice. It feels a little sparse. That's not to say, like, I feel like the map should have been shrunk to make it feel less sparse. I like this map size. Like, going and exploring the, bridge. And, like, the bridge is, like, a solid, like, minute drive, even at max speed. And, like, wow. And there's all these, like, little tricks and things that you can pull off. It felt good. Alright, there has to be a way I could fly around. I need to be better with, like, learning how to use, like, the skills to, like, latch on to walls and stuff. That I will say I need to do that. There's still a bunch of coins I'm missing all around. I've not done the open world exploration all too much by myself. Maybe, like, a few minutes here and there while I'm lazy. Most of my stuff has been towards unlocking, like, the special cup, and then working towards, perfect runs and offline. Oh, finally I got in. So I still basically just have a bunch of stuff to do. Ocean Man! The safari track might be my favorite. Really? I'm a sucker for Peach Beach and the Koopa Beach. But the safari's really chill. I'm split a little bit on the Dino one, because there's like one section of it that I have trouble with. Yeah, no, the safari one's cool. I'll give you that. Ocean Man, my friend, while I have you here, I have to ask, how's the audio running? How's the game running? Everything runs smooth, looks good to you. I am using OBS for the first time ever, so please let me know if anything sounds off, looks off, there's cuts in the quality of the stream, anything like that. I would greatly appreciate that. And sounds good to you? Awesome. I'm not overly too loud over the game or anything like that. So sounds good. And I will work towards adding more things onto OBS. I need to figure out how to make YouTube chat reflect onto it. I need to change out, I need to add on like the subscriptions and all of that. Or like when people subscribe or people do like payments and like putting like clips and audio and all that. So there's still a bit for me to do. In other news, you started Xenoblade X Epilogue. Enjoy, my friend. You will be gladly welcomed into the How's It Poppin' crew. Enjoy, though. It's a doozy. It's not my favorite new content ever in a Xeno game, but it was a delight. And it moderately shifts up our interpretation of the Xeno universe. So I will give it that. It was not more about the content of it, but rather the pacing of it. That being said, you might enjoy it better than me, so we'll see. I was like, damn, I need to lock in, but at the same time, I remembered I'm playing against people, not bots. So I feel a little bit better about my positioning. Come on, I was to the side of that. Ow. Please don't. Oh, screw you. Wow, that's a brutal... Okay, falling in lava, that is perhaps the most brutal time penalty. That was like 4 seconds. Had to have been like 4 seconds, right? I don't think I'm catching up. I'd be lucky to hit back into the top 10 in this race, to be honest. My only condolence is this is against people, and it's just been finicky at best. You can. Okay, thank goodness I at least have this. Wow, this is a long bill. Nah. That was a horrid round. That, okay, I mean, I sort of averaged it, but that felt bad. Couldn't even hold my coins for anything. How have you been enjoying Xenoblade X, by the way? Is this your first time playing it? God, now you make me want to get back into it. I've not touched Xenoblade X in almost a solid, like, 3 weeks. I gotta be honest. And that's not to, like, discredit it. I still have, like, a lot of things to do in Xenoblade X. More or less a matter of fact of me trying to, like, play an unsuccessfully finished Clair Obscure before Switch 2's release. And then just finishing things that are, like, work-related. Because I am on vacation now for 2 solid months. Paid vacation. Haha! So that feels nice. I will still be working in the mornings, but it's going to afford me time to stream throughout summer, which I really enjoy. You love it? Is it your first time experiencing it, or are you an OG Blade member like me? But I would like to figure out something to stream for everyone, like, routinely. At some point, we will do the Sea of Stars DLC, but I would like to do one other game besides. Me and Nish Quick Pops have been flaunting the idea of me streaming my first experience with Xenogears. So I'd have to see how that goes. Definitely an OG. Latte! Finally finished X last weekend. You like being right. How are you, my friend? Good. Please, yes. I'll do this and maybe one more map before I move on to a different game. Oh, you want to see me play Mario Kart? It's been a blast, but again, I am online. I've been finding online easier for collecting coins overall. To hit the prereqs and unlock everything, because to my knowledge, you can start obtaining everything. You obtain everything after 3,000 coins, and I think I'm at like the 2,200, 2,300 mark, somewhere like that. Streamed last time with a group of 4. It was only 4. I mean, I'd be down to like join anytime I have the free time to do so, and I see people online. I'd rather, honestly, it was a group of friends, because this is with, I think this lobby was like 22 odd people. And it's just like a cluster of shenanigans, shadoodles, shabats, and shit shows, you know? Like, I don't feel like I'm playing all too well, but at the same time, it's just an item bonanza. Like, I almost wish you could adjust the rules and have, like, no item lobbies. Like, say, like, with Smash Bros. Bonanza. Yeah, which I will be getting next month. Maybe I could stream that. I don't know. I'm looking forward to that, the Kirby and the Forgotten Land DLC, and Kirby Air Riders. Shoot. Kirby starting off with 2 announcements for new content is pretty nice. What am I doing? I'm trying to read the text and drive, and that's just not feasible at all with this jagged map. Okay, I think we might have to go offline because I'm just embarrassing myself, man. I'm like, I swear, like, it's like, okay, I'm gonna read chat, and then now I'm not. Okay, come on, I could have totally made it back onto the road from there. Oh wow, I'm last. Okay, thank God for Bullet Bill. Got the Yig stream as you finished last hour work. Hey, Sammy, nice. Kirby Air Riders in the new Smash game after? We'll see. I still want to know what they plan to do with Smash. Like, are they just gonna do a big old boost at this point with the backwards compatibility, or will they move on for a new title? Because I would be happy to see it go either way. I just don't want the Smash community to be as nearly as vitriolic as it's been in the last few years, but I feel like with the current state of the internet, that's, like, impossible. Alright, I'm losing major points on that. Oof. Metaphor, finish Persona 3 Reload, Harvestella, Octopath 2, Triangle Strategy. Dude, you got a good lineup for that backlog. Metaphor was awesome. I've not played P3 Reload. I still have Harvestella sitting on my shelf that I've not yet played. So Harvestella, because I was thinking, so the big 2 games for me, well, 3. One's not big, but Xenogears. I'm finishing Clair Obscur up. It'll either be tonight or tomorrow for sure. I'm in the area where I can tell I'm in the end of the story, and then I may do an expert run after that. You don't want to edit. I feel that I promised I was going to edit for Unicorn Overlord and have a video out on it next week. So there's that. I don't care what we race. Harvest I still Octopath 2 you will love. Triangle Strategy, I've been meaning to get back to it. I've only ever done 1 playthrough of it, but there's 3 there's like 3 routes that you can aim for depending on your choices. So I would love to go back to that, because Triangle Strategy felt like Fire Emblem, but with more D&D tactics in mind. Like, you have to be careful how you position your archers because you can't run through your allies with an archer. Stuff like that. Yeah, I know. It felt bad with, like, Xenoblade. Anytime Xenoblade comes out, I just feel bad for all the adjacent games, you know? It's just like, well, I guess I'm not getting to this now. It's like I have to go kill God in this game. God, I love Daisy. Daisy, it's funny because I like to play Rosalina in 8 Deluxe. I'm not the biggest fan of her this game, but I adore, like, how quirky Daisy is in this game. Especially, like, the vacation costume. She just looks really cute. Nishquick, we should do Knockout Tour. I agree. I'm down whenever. You know my schedule now. Alright, I'm gonna try and actually be a little competent this run. I say as I wallbang. Oh, that was horrid for time. What am I doing, man? The lemon asked, what's my opinion on lemons? To which I say, my friend, that they are most certainly not limes. What did you think about that? Yeah, no, I saw that you'll be streaming. And also I do like lemons. But I'm not a fan of lemonade. Especially pink lemonade. Vile. Have you been enjoying your... Ouch. Have you been enjoying Tears of the Kingdom, Nishquick? Replaying it, I mean? I know, like, I don't have to ask you, because I know it's gorgeous. And I'm looking forward to Master Mode Breath of the Wild. On 4K. Woo! Oh, that was good. You need to play on the big TV? I know, right? That's the one thing, because I want to stream things. And I am running this on a 4K monitor in my office, in my den. But I would just want to experience things on the big TV. Wow, I got overshadowed at the very end. Halfway. I'll do one more. One more and we'll figure out something. So you guys pick something for me to play, okay? I could do Mario Odyssey. I could do Xenoblade. Any of them, really. I could really just play anything. I just want to play something on Switch 2, you know? Because we have it! It's here! It's been a week since we had the Switch 2! That's nuts! Ah, come on. No, still can't. I would like to go back in free roam and practice these out. Let's see. Really enjoying my replay of Tears. I like enjoying it more than my first playthrough. Not sure why. Maybe it's obviously the graphics in Switch 2 is exciting. Had to move Claire to my room because you couldn't read the text. Really? Load up 3 hopes. I don't have 3 hopes. What I do have for Koei Tecmo games on PC, or on Switch, the only one I have is Age of Calamity. Because the original Hyrule Warriors, I had with all the DLC on my Wii U, and I put easy 150 hours in that game. I don't feel compelled to go for redoing the original Hyrule Warriors, as much as I've really enjoyed that one. There's a lot to replay. X. I've been enjoying X. There's been a lot of details that You know, obviously a decade out, you just plumb forgot. So it's been enjoyable for me to reacquaint myself with many of the things. I'll actually be working on a collaboration pretty soon with regards to like. I think I have 2 collabs actually for XCX. So please look forward to them. I'm not going to say any more than that. You still want me playing more Mario Kart World? Even with like how poorly I'm performing on the online? Like, I don't feel like I'm being very interested here, you know? The Xenoblade collabs never end, and they should never end. I mean, I make it very abundant. I prefer collabs. I know, like, because they don't go on my channel, but I don't have to work on them for one. In terms of editing, I mean. But more than that, I just, like... I'm not a very creative person when it comes to trying to, like, flesh out, like, interesting ideas. You know, like, all my stuff has been, like, incredibly news-oriented, for example. That's unfortunate. That was brutal. Oh, come on. But I will probably put it on air. I will probably put it up to a poll as to whether people would be interested in watching me stream Xenogears or not. Because I can reliably, for the next 2 months or so, stream at least 3 or 4 hours sessions. Reliably for at least 3 or 4 days of the week. And if that's the case and there's enough for it, then I would like to do Xenogears, because Nishquick apparently really wants me to, like, not only experience it, but also to, like, voice act it. Xenogears with the Graph voice. Yeah, me and Nishquick yesterday were just like, what would be a good voice for Graph? And I was like, it's like, I am Graph, seeker of power. Something like that, with like a little bit of like a gruff, like, fade out. Everyone said you would accept the voice of Franz, and you would accept. I need to see what, like, obviously I need to, like, get to all the other characters when I get to it. Alright. We'll do 1 or 2 more races then. Because no one else is saying anything other than Watse, and Nishquick gave me 1 game I do not own. Oh, come on. Rude. Oh, you're just hanging out? Okay. Well, I appreciate the hanging out, but I need to figure what I wish to be doing. I don't know if this can involve anything, but I just know how to, like, jump like this real high. But only when I'm staying still. Oh, sorry, one more person. God, everyone's just being mean. All that's left for X for you is affinity stuff. I am missing easily like half the affinity quests. I still need to unlock Mia. And there's just a lot of basic missions. I've not done the lobster quest either. I'm definitely going to be one of like the people that saves it for last, just because I'm annoyed with it. I do want... Oh, that's the other thing. Nishquick needs to do Blood Lobster on stream. He's promised me that. One day. One day I need to see that. I want to hear your scream. I cannot do that right now because I will definitely lose this race if I have to like read all that out. Let's try and hit 6K. You will stream the lobster quest maybe next week. Hell, finally. It's been so long. I've asked for so long. Don't fade out on me. Good. Oh. Oh, Jesus. He's just big. I thought he was like giant mode and I got freaked out. God, every time the piranha plant's behind me, I feel like it's the item, not the actual piranha. Right? Like, it's actually, like, mortifying to see him behind me, because I just, like... I'm like, well, that's it. I'm just gonna get eaten. God. There's just no luck, man. I mean, I'm in the top 10 on that, but jeez. Alright, what was the thing? It's like, I want to hear you... I know it's fist, because you talked about it yesterday, but it's like, my fist is the divine breath. Blossom, O fallen seed, and draw upon thy hidden power. That's the best I can do right now. God, I love the soundtrack in this game. Before Mario Kart World, I was like immediately like, okay, Claire Obscure wins best soundtrack, yada yada. It's not even close. I would not be upset if Mario Kart was at least nominated, though. Like, I have teared up. I have teared up playing this game, just hearing the remixes. Like, Comet Observatory, like a jazzy Comet Observatory, made me, like, cry. Because we were robbed for the best OST for Xenoblade, yes. I will never forget. I've already, like... I've moved on from using it as, like, my constant, like, toothpick to poke Jeff Keighley at. But I still will hold on to feeling bitter on that, because it was one chance where it's like everyone like near universally was just like, no, it shouldn't be God of War. Like, what do you mean? All right, time to get mauled because I'm in first place. There it is. Let's see how this goes. Everyone played the game on mute, absolutely. Like, I want to throw even the littlest bit of my bias out the window and say it's like, well, you know, we do have the emotional attachment of, like, all, like, the previous games. And their, like, motifs and undertones are just, like, all represented throughout the track. But even when you ignore all of that, like, there are some gorgeous, like, orchestral compositions that Xenoblade 3 firmly holds over the rest of the series, in my opinion. Oh, wow. That didn't take me out, thank goodness. Ouch. Should have saved that item for after the fact. Ah, whatever. Here. Nah, 13. Point exactly, they made it, they did on mute. The Switch is a hybrid system, so God of War OST was kind of ass. Only 3 out of 50 songs were good. Oh, I didn't even notice I passed 6K. That's nice. Okay, I feel pretty confident in stopping for right now. That's crazy. I could hit 6K playing like moderately mediocre. All right, now that everyone knows I stink at online, let's find something else to play. Wherefore is art my game piece? My game case. Uno momento. I will be right back. Please do not pay attention to me exiting the room. Please do not mention the fact that I'm returning to the room. And I'm back. Let's see what we have. I am happy that the cartridges are staying the same size. You know, obviously compatibility's sake and all that. But yeah. Let's see. There's the Xenoblade games. There's Tears, but I do need to buy the upgrade packs for Tears and Breath still. So I might just save that for a little bit. You know what? Now that I'm looking at it, I'm really surprised no one's posted about Fire Emblem Engage. Running, you know, HDR on a giant TV with how, like, crisp the color saturation is in that game. I mean, I'm sure there probably is, like, some Fire Emblem fan that has, but, I'm sure it's, like, it's not being talked about more. Do I have NSO expansion, my friend? Yes, I do. Only about the collectors, and you don't want to open it, so you just put Switch2 Zelda versions to support monolith. No one's posted about Three Hopes. Or I think Gene was, or he was talking about Age of Calamity. No, yeah, everyone's going on about like how Age of Calamity is working perfectly. Ooh, Skyward Sword HD on HDR. NSO should include the upgrades for free. Ah. Okay. That makes my life a lot easier. Thank you both. If that's the case, do I do Breath of the Wild 4K? Because maybe I'll do that then. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, let me find my Breath of the Wild cartridge. Nope, that's Echoes of Wisdom, which I might also swing on back to because I've heard there's been some quality of life changes. I've heard people really enjoy Astral Chain. You have not seen the change. You've not seen how big a difference it is. I watched Nishquick do the opening for Tears of the Kingdom, and without even playing it, obviously just on look alone, I could see how nice the quality. I could see like the frames were definitely boosted. Things looked much crisper. More all that. I need to do these alphabetically at some point, man. I'm like really anal about that kind of stuff, but I need to. There's my Xenoblade X. There's my Ring Fit. That's Link's Awakening. Where's my Breath of the Wild cartridge? Have I gone mad? I think I've lost my mind, fellas. I'm trying to look for my cartridge. I didn't loan it out or anything like that. Age of Calamity, Fire Emblem, Kirby, Pokemon, Tales, Octopath. That's Link's Awakening. No. I can't find my Breath of the Wild cartridge. Uh-oh. Unless I've gone absolutely mad, which, you know, that's... I can't rule that out. Is it just in the case? Did I eat it? No, I did not fucking eat my shit, man. Over here is where I keep all my games, so excusez-moi. It's not in its carrying case. Getting a little nervous now. Huh. I'm gonna look at this one more time and make sure I'm not really losing my mind, because I actually cannot find my game. And that makes me suspicious, because I'm pretty sure if that's the case, it's honestly just sitting in one of the cases. And for whatever reason, because I got this case a good while after I played my games, so it's probably just sitting around somewhere in one of them. If that's the case, I might just pull an Ish quick and I'll jump in on Tears of the Kingdom. It's been a long time since I played Breath of the Wild, I think, too. Where even is it here? There's Tears. There's Breath. No, it's fine. I mean, now, like, I was thinking Breath over Tears myself. So, give me 2 solid minutes. Also, Brothership, it's okay. It's not my favorite Mario and Luigi RPG, but it's decent. It's very expressive. It probably runs and feels better on Switch 2, but not the biggest fan of its story and pacing. I would say wait for sale. You'll still get a good. You'll still enjoy it overall, in my opinion. But I think others were better. It's good. It's a good one-time experience. You know, as someone who loves to like go back and revisit Superstar Saga from time to time, I have no desire to do that with Brothership. But I don't regret playing it either. You know, like that. Give me 2 more minutes, friends. I have some other ideas of where it might be. I give up. I will simply move on to Tears of the Kingdom for now. That's a bit of a shame. 1 second, I'll plug it in. Tears. Did anyone else have an issue with the plugging in the game for the first time? Because I know I sure did. Here we are. No, it's not lost. I guarantee you it's not lost. I have it somewhere. I have never traded in or lent any of my Switch games to literally anyone. I promise you, I've never lost a single game I've owned, ever. And I don't do trade-ins, so it's somewhere. I'm 99% sure I've just, for whatever reason, put it in another box, so I have to scour all the boxes. So I'll have to get to that when I get there. Yes, download the necessary data. Oh, I love the taste. Superb. It's a culinary marvel. I'm just stuck trying to think where I could have put it. That's all. So we will replay it from the start. So there's my normal file, which I use for myself, and then there's YggRPG, which I use for replays, especially for games where there's only single save files. I have to download the patches off the store. Let's give that a shot too. I sure hope not. Because isn't it this? It's the upgrade pack? With a Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, you can download this at no additional cost. So do I have to go... No. Because I have the expansion pack. So do I have to go to NSO then? I think I do. Upgrade pack details. Then it throws me to the eShop. Huh. Oh, it gives you an additional save file, so I don't even need to do that. But how do I get there? Oh, it's just right there, download. That's weird. Like, I would not have seen that download. I'm sorry, that is not a well-placed download screen. That is really poor. That almost made me make the purchase. Yeah, no, we're learning. We'll get used to it. Okay, so they're updating. How long is this gonna... How long is it gonna be? 4 minutes. I'm gonna use these 4 minutes, or 3 minutes, to open up every cart I have. I'll be back. Found it in Pokemon Arceus, which I've not played, but my fiance has. And at some point, I guess she was playing Breath of the Wild and put it in Arceus. We are safe. 29 years. No losing games on my watch. Tasting. Okay, I'm sorry. We'll play Breath of the Wild then. Give me 1 minute. And let's make sure it goes into its proper receptacle. Why is the download time longer for this game? All right. We are good though. Amen. Hallelujah. Properly. Handsome bacon. You have to download it when you already have the cartridge. So, my friend, we found out. The download is mostly because I transferred my data, so it's just taking that saved data back and adding it on. That's all. If that's what you mean. Because there's still a lot of games that's going to end up being like that, just, with the matter of the saved data transfer. So I'm just surprised it's larger, Or, yeah, it's larger than Tears of the Kingdom. But if I also remember, isn't Tears of the Kingdom somehow a smaller game on file? Something like that. Anyway, let's not sit here for like 7 minutes and be boring. Let us screw around on my album. I don't know. Brothership. I don't want. Let's get past these because I don't want people to like see Xenoblade X spoilers.
Ooh, that girl's kind of cute. Whoa, look at those bazooms.
Sorry. I love Star Ocean. It was a good first experience. Maybe I'll replay that at some point now, knowing the jank that I know that Max showed me. What other stuff do I have on here? I have a lot. A lot of this is all Xenoblade and Xenoblade X related, which I think now it's easy to transfer to smart devices now. So that might be fun to actually like, because you can send it to your NSO app, right? Your Nintendo app on your phone, which should be a lot easier to just access and enjoy some things. Bum bum bum. Want to make his face into a Discord icon? Yeah. For Rex or for was who? My Engage art stuff, my Xenoblade X. You can see like Xenoblade X consumed like a vast amount of space. Oh, for Rex, yeah. God, I miss streaming Xenoblade X. That was a wild time. I never expected I would be streaming this game for sometimes upwards of 8 hours. Torna, I replayed Torna before. And I also replayed Future Connected before. Really like the... I always really like this setup that I have for Malia for the costume. My final Let's Play was 10 odd hours. For the conclusion of the story. I'm excited to return to this. Did they say if Forgotten Lands is also getting a bump up to 4K with that upgrade? Oh, here's some funny ones. Hold on. Because I am a degenerate. Yes, I did that. And I do not regret it! Origami King. Oh, which I've still not beaten. And I don't know if I'll ever get back to Origami King. I'm sorry, the writing was great. The writing was like still snappy and witty and comical as ever, but I just don't feel the need. I just don't ever feel the need for it. This is still one of my favorites.
これは数ある無夫婦本の中でも最高と名高いピチピチバニーではないか
I like how it just is very clearly not the translated text. Like they were just having so much more fun with it in the Japanese version. 4 minutes to go. I guess let's scour the eShop for games I want to play still. I have Cyberpunk on PC. It's the only reason I am not picking this up on Switch 2. Split Fiction upsets me because I really wanted to play Split Fiction on Switch. But I don't want to invest in the game key card and then still have 70 plus gigs thrown onto my Switch 2 this early on. And people are like, oh, well, it's digital and it's going to go on PC either way, so you're still going to get a digital. It's like, that's fine. Like, I, no matter what, have to get this. I want to play it. If it has to be digital, it has to be digital. I just don't want to front load my Switch 2 immediately with 70 gigs for this game. Welcome tour. Sorry, I'm not interested. Fortnite is free on Switch 2 and looking better than ever. Donkey Kong Bonanza I've pre-ordered. Deltarune I would not be opposed to playing, to getting on Switch 2. I've not played 1 or 2. And I know Acts 3 and 4 are up. So I wouldn't be opposed to getting that. You make me sad, because there's no reason for you not to be on a physical card. Other than Square Enix. Yakuza, I have most of the games on PC. I bought them all during a Thanksgiving sale a long time ago. I just need to get to it. You knocked it till you saw the Rock Band session. We got the upgrade packs already. Those are covered. Jamboree makes me so sad because I think Jamboree is a really good game. I just don't mesh with anything the upgrade pack is trying to sell me. And I don't want to spend $60 for a camera just to have people look at me when I steal their stars. Forgotten Land plus the Star-Crossed World. I still need to do the post game in Forgotten Land, so maybe at some point this summer I'll get in on that. No Man's Sky, I'm curious to see how that handles. Jesus, no, miss me with that. Treasure Tracker I have, so I'm not all too worried. ZA I'm interested in, but I don't want to pre-order ZA. I'd rather wait for it to release, see how it handles, and then may or may not spring on it after the fact. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of like they could have done a lot with the overall feel of the main menu. They went for the same minimalist route with like some sound effects. The sound effects are cute, for sure. But yeah, you also skip Prelude because of the card. I know, right? It's like there's no reason for it not to be on the card. Like, come on, man. So, like, if it goes on a significant sale later on, which, you know, Square games usually tend to have, like, a good, decent, chunky sale every now and then, sure, I'll go for it. But I would have bought this full price right now if it was on the card. Yeah. Splatoon 3 is another game I'm wanting to try very soon. So if I read that right, there will be a brand new file, but at the same time, I'd rather just also play this in master mode. Because I've never played Breath of the Wild in master mode before. I've only done like maybe an hour of it in master mode. So I do not see a reason why I can't use this as like the perfect entry point with the upgrades to do that. So we'll see. A few more percent. But I hope everyone's been having a blast with their Switch 2s. I have. The few people that have had issues, as far as I know, Nintendo's largely been responsive to ordering or like getting exchange stuff out. Oh shoot, and then now I have to do this download. So I guess one of them was just the upload pack, and that's my data right there. So Breath of the Wild Switch 2 edition. With my previous save data, I should hope. You know what's my favorite thing though? Inish Quick, if you're still here, my favorite thing is people still playing Breath of the Wild and getting jump scared by the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 quest. Let's play Master Mode. Zelda notes are disabled, but what if I want them? Do I need to update my Switch app? Zelda notes. An Easter egg. You got here at the right time to hear Xenoblade Chronicles. You know it. I'll never stop shutting up about it. Zelda notes. Da 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 da. Go to Zelda notes home screen. So, oh, it automatically enabled. You may come across voice memories, there's voice data, daily bonuses. You can earn helpful effects you can use in-game that can be activated at any time. Wow. Okay, I'm not a fan of like the app stuff. This is pretty nice. You know? Like it'll be fun to mess around with that later on. Amiibo are okay. All this is fine. I really can't remember anything about this one, but it only has like 12 odd hours. I'll just put it on save file 2 to be safe. God, 5 years since I touched Breath of the Wild. Has it really? And as always, especially now that we're playing a different game, please feel free to let me know if my audio or the capture device audio in any way feels low. It is nice they gave you a second save, right? I feel like that was something a lot of people were going to bump into. So I'm really glad that they thought of that. I am curious to see if they'll bump any other games with the NSO prerequisite. Because immediately within less than a week, they gave us the Splatoon 3 upgrade, which a lot of people have been really positive about.
Open your eyes. Wake up, Link.
3 saves won't be enough for Xenosaga. You never know. Xenosaga makes me sad. My first experience with it has been really sour. I'm going to replay it, but on emulation. Or if they make it on Switch 2, I'm just saying. Playing it on the base PS2 with no quality of life changes. Ugh. Oh, wow. Like, the way even he got up, I could see immediately. Looked a lot better. So this will be interesting because Nishclick's only played Tears. Meanwhile, I'm going to be replaying Breath. Let's get back in the swing of things. I will never forget my first experience playing Breath of the Wild. Literally, like, the second weekend of the Switch 2's release. Oh, wow. That feels nice. That's really smooth, yeah? Let's get a cutscene going. Just because emulation messes up the filters, you could see things you aren't supposed to early in episode 3. Ah!
That is a Sheikah slate.
No, what I mean in terms of emulation, just... I purely mean being able to, like, speed up some things here and there and better load times. Because... the farthest I got in Xenosaga Episode 1 was me going to go and sit with... Oh, what's her name? The little girl everyone likes. The one that is partner... Momo. Going to go talk with Momo at a park. That's where I was. I mean, my friend lent me his PS2. I have all Xenosaga 1, 2, and 3 just there. But it is such a slog, man. Like, Xenosaga 1 is like native Xenosaga 1, I'm sorry to say, it just feels brutal. Oh yeah, no, I love Momo, and I definitely love Ziggy. Like, Ziggy, as of the last time I played, was my favorite character. Again, also, I'm playing this on the brand new Switch 2 Pro controller. Incredibly smooth. Like, every button press, every use of, like, the pads, the C-sticks don't... my favorite part about them, the C-sticks don't have any little bit of looseness whatsoever. Oh my goodness, even this. No, no, no. I know, I know how early Xenosaga 1 is. I'm not downplaying it. I understand that it's like a constraint of its time. And honestly, I'm probably just boomered out and my brain is fried like everyone else's and needs constant stimulus. The lack of music is brutal. And honestly, like, I'm sorry, there's just been some sessions where I've spent upwards of an hour running around like the same 4 or 5 rooms. The cutscenes not having some music and being incredibly slow paced. And I get that. That's a constraint of its time. It's just for me at my current space and my time. And I'm just like, ah. And I know eventually whenever I do discuss Xenosaga on my channel, it's gonna be like some people are gonna be sour with how sour I'm responding to some things. But obviously I'm gonna talk about it in earnest for what it is.
Our light that must shine upon Hyrule once again.
And I've enjoyed the characters. If anything, Shion's probably one of my lesser favorite characters, if only because the parts I've experienced with Shion so far has been mostly her ignoring everyone. And just doing her own thing, which is cool. Cosmos, it's still much too early for me to say. I think it's really just because Ziggy and Momo have the most intrigue so far. Next to, what's our boy, Chaos? That's his name, right? Forget what people say about Breath of the Wild, man. Just... like, that can't be beat. To have started all the way back 30-odd years now. More than that, I'm sure. And this is where we were 7 years ago. And now here's where we are with revisiting it, but 4K HDR, smooth as a goddamn button, man. Alright. I need to remember I'm on master mode because I am most likely going to get thoroughly whacked. As far as I remember, Great Plateau in master mode was a matter of avoiding everything, right? Like, if I remember right, my goal is to try and get some early weapons, but otherwise sneak around and just try and survive. Yeah, no, everything's good. There's no pop-ins. Like, even there's some trees all the way over there right next to the castle that are just firmly loaded in and nothing is popping in or out. Hello, old man. Oh. How did Rome sound like? He's like, I am Rome Bosphoromus III. Well met, stranger. It's rather unusual to see another soul in these parts. No. That's more... no, he needs to be, like, more regal, but, like, subtle regal. Me? I'll spare you my life story.
I'm just an old fool who's lived here alone for quite some time now. What brings a bright-eyed young man like you to a place like this?
Seeing this is why I originally wished for Monolith to stay with Sony, because I wanted to see what they could do with high-end tech. I get it. But yeah, exactly. And to their credit, Monolith Soft continues to make the absolute most of what they have available. Like, to have the original Xenoblade experience on Wii, and then to see its immediate glow up with Definitive on a relatively limited frame of hardware, and even this, like, is going to be a blast. I eagerly wait to see what the first piece of, like, Monolith Soft game will be. And I'm not just talking like their part that they worked on in Tour. I'm talking like their own individual developed game.
As I cannot imagine our meeting to be a simple coincidence, I shall tell you. This is the Great Plateau. According to legend, this is the birthplace of the entire kingdom of Hyrule.
Nish, quick, I found it, yes. I found Breath of the Wild in the Pokemon Arceus case. Or Arceus, or Arceus, or however it's pronounced. I forget half the time. I guess Adriana at some point was playing Breath of the Wild, and when we got Arceus, she swapped, and she put it in the Arceus case. So that's where it was.
That temple there, long ago.
Arceus. I know. Okay, fine, Arceus.
It was the site of many sacred ceremonies. Ever since the decline of the kingdom 100 years ago, it has sat abandoned in a state of decay. Yet another forgotten entity, a mere ghost of its former self. I've not voice acted in a while. I shall be here for some time. Please let me know if I may be of service. I'm relaxing by the fireside, of course, although I'll need to cook myself another baked apple at some point. Simple foods such as apples are fine to eat raw, but roasting them makes them tastier and more nutritious. I beg your pardon. I do believe that is my baked apple. Can't just go about taking whatever you please. Forgive me, I couldn't resist pulling your leg. Please help yourself. An apple in an open flame make for a succulent treat.
Good to know. Where is your axe, good sir? I dost require it for the shenanigans. There it is. I will need absolutely everything. So I'm taking your torch.
Well, just help yourself to that there. And do you need my trousers or my beard or anything else of my personage? Innovative. However, that is probably best used to light fires. If you need a better weapon, you can find something better. Many beasts roam the land past this point. Take my axe with you, if you please, assuming you can find it. However, do not just swing it around without purpose. You must face your opponents and lock your sights on them.
Okay. I take this. God, it's gonna be forever for me to get used to all the abilities again. I am going to invert the jump. No, I'm not gonna do that. That doesn't feel good either.
Link,
I want to sprint and jump at the
head
same
for the
time.
point
Come on.
marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
Yes, yes. Which I will. Okay, so that doesn't work. Oh my goodness, everything's just so buttery, smooth, and nice. Yeah. I was almost like gonna be surprised if I missed that because it looked like a little bit like it. I got a poop seed. I really want to see what this game will be like once I hit oh, there was fish. Once I hit what's its face? The Korok Forest. And I won't lie, I almost want to hit up my original file and get on the motorcycle too. God, we're already starting with like the higher up obs. If I remember right, isn't it master mode every one of the Bobbleclins is upgraded by 1? Like in terms of difficulty? Like you're not gonna come you're pretty much not gonna come across red Bobbleclins, right? Alright, this is how it begins. This is how the adventure begins. I just want him to drop the weapon, but it didn't look like he did that, so I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna save the axe. Oh shit. Ah, come on, man. If I remember right, there's also like extra stuff. Like there's like new platforms for enemies and things like that. This part up here is gonna be annoying. Because I would use these guys to farm out arrows. But I think it's best if I just sneak on past them. I'd rather just activate everything, try and get off the plateau, and then try and find some easier resources elsewhere. Wate, wasn't there any games that you're also streaming right now that you wanted to get through? Because after this, after I'm done with stream, and I'm probably going to be streaming for maybe 1 more hour at most, and then I'll just move on to like a few things around the house, but I'll also largely finish the story of Claire Obscure. That's what I'm going to do. You just need to do all the Affinity stuff. So that could be a fun enough stream. That's just like a chill stream more than anything. There's no rush. Play Claire Obscure and be depressed by the French. Ooh, there's already like Octorok spots. Okay. Just hanging off to the side of the plateau. Papa dee beep. Could start Metaphor and be depressed with that too. I would not be depressed for Metaphor. Metaphor was a delight. I think my Metaphor run was almost 90 odd hours, but I also played the game on expert difficulty.
You have been asleep for the past 100 years. The beast. When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end.
Still such a letdown for a final fight. That's what I wanted to do with Metaphor. I'm usually of the same mind. I started Clair Obscure and Expert, and then realized, like,
Too late.
Expert was more than doable. It was just a matter of how much time investment I wanted. But even then, now that I'm at the end of Clair Obscure, I do sort of want to replay it on Expert mode. Which is cool, because not all too many games have made me feel invested to the point where I want to, like, replay it immediately. Alright, let's be sure not to die here, because I almost always do that. I realize I never ate anything. I'm about to do the trials, though. I don't want to eat. I'm just going to eat them right back. Or gain them right back. I could finish Tale of Graces, the future arc, had to take a break from it. Yeah. I've not played Graces. I still have Vesperia on Switch, and I bought that really early on and just never played it.
This tower and others alike it have erupted across the land one after another. It's almost as though the long-dormant power has awoken quite suddenly. If you don't mind me asking, did anything odd occur while you were atop that tower? I heard a voice. Well now, a voice you say. Did you happen to recognize this voice?
Oh, yes, the trust. No, I trust the old man who just flew in mysteriously.
I assume you caught sight of that atrocity enshrouding the castle. That is Calamity Ganon. 100 years ago, that vile entity brought the kingdom of Hyrule to ruin. It appeared suddenly and destroyed everything in its path. So many innocent lives were lost in its wake. For a century, the very symbol of our kingdom, the castle, has managed to contain that evil, but just barely. There it festers, building its strength for the moment it will unleash its blight across the land. It would appear that moment is fast approaching. I must ask you, courageous one, do you intend to make your way to the castle? I had a feeling you would say that. Here, on this isolated plateau, we are surrounded on all sides by steep cliffs with no way down. If you were to jump off, well, no death could be more certain, or more foolish. Of course, if you had a paraglider like mine, that would be a different story. Certainly, why not? But there is no such thing as a free item in this world, you know. Let's see. How about I trade it for a bit of treasure that slumbers nearby? Come, follow me. Haha.
I sort of just want to skip past his dialogue. And it's like, I already know it's there, surrounded by other monstrous boblins. I want to see if I can sneak over there and see if they happen to have any items just lying on the floor. If you had to do a 5 series to know me, it would be Xeno, Tales, Final Fantasy, Tomb Raider, and the last slot is between Resident Evil or Tekken or Persona. There's just a lot of old Tales games I've not played, mostly because, like, I don't have access to the Zillia games. I've not played Vesperia. I've not played Graces. I have played Symphonia and all the other ones available on PC, though, like Berseria and Vesperia. And, of course, Tales of Arise. You got them all?
Do you see that structure there? The one shining with a strange light. Began glowing the exact moment that... la la la. And you're skipping past my dialogue now because you know exactly what the game is trying to present. Because it's performing a visual cue as I discuss these things, right? I think there's some treasure, even maybe worth a paraglider. Yada yada, go get it for me.
Oh, shoot, no stamina. No, I wanted the clubs. They should have been mine. Oh, I realize I can't really swim. with my current... Oh, okay, yeah, I can't really do anything here. Oh, they have fire arrows. This is gonna be a fun adventure. I think the hardest part to master mode, though, it really is the start. And then beyond that, it becomes more tolerable. Like, I remember feeling that way my first, like, the few hours I have played it. Ooh, the EX stuff, that's right. Imagine I just, like, do the whole Xenoblade 2 diving gear and all that. I'm gonna skip these cutscenes, though. Like, I don't need to, like, see a 30-second cutscene for, opening the things and descending and all that. Let's see that loading screen! Oh! Not even 2 odd seconds. Jeez. Magnesis. Oh, man. Ow. My back. Shrine. Boopy poppy, boopy poppy, boopy poppy, boopy poppy. Sheikah Slate authenticated. Distilling rune. At this point, I want to ask one final time for this stream. Has the quality been okay? Holding up? Audio is good? All that jazz? Making absolutely sure, because after this stream, I'll work towards getting, like, the chat integration and subscriber and noises and all that. So if there is anything that's not working, just let me know. Wee! Hoo! Ha ha! Ooh! I forgot how fun this was sometimes. Sometimes. Let's see. Was there anything up top? Oh. No, I'm good. Nope. Oh shit. Okay, this is gonna be a while to get used to. Here, go down here. Was there anything on top of these? Can hear nice and clear, thank you. I appreciate it. Just trying to remember because I think the shrines... The shrines overall should largely be untouched from Master Mode unless there's new mobs in the shrines. But the shrines offer some weapons that I could use and some equipment that is definitely going to help me early on. Oh, there, right in front of my face, duh. La-la-la-la-la-la. Got myself a boo. Baymax noises. Hello. I am Baymax. Do you need assistance? You have the resolve of a hero. Take this. you're gonna lose it after 100 hours in another game. Okay, now let's go back to the open world. What's this screen like? Because I think some people were saying it's like on average 7 to 8 seconds. That's still really good.
Oh! It's me, the old man! Oh! It seems you managed to find a spirit orb. Clairvoyance, or perhaps something similar.
Hey, the magpie! Hello. I hope you're doing well today.
As one gets older, it can be more difficult to see what is right before one's own eyes. However, that which was once hidden from view can often be crystal clear. But perhaps that's not true for everyone. The appearance of these towers and the awakenings of the shrine. I point this at you. It's all connected to your Sheikah slate. It's been some time since I've seen one. Long ago, the Sheikah inhabited these lands. The power of their wisdom saved this kingdom time and time again, but their technology disappeared. It is interesting to think, now that you are skipping my dialogue again, these shrines are all over the area. There's still 3 more, so bring me those as well, and you'll have my paraglider. I said treasure, but I never said there would only be 1. Whether it's 1 or 4, what's the difference for a young go-getter like yourself?
You're gonna go get dinner, Wate? Alright, thank you. I appreciate you just coming in to chill and helping me out, so I appreciate it.
Allow me to teach you something. Take a look at your map on the Sheikah slate. See those blue icons? You should recognize the cave where you woke, yes? You can travel instantly to any of those places with a Sheikah slate. Why? I don't know if it works. Yada yada yada. I turned my back on you, so now you can press on the button, and now you can fast travel. So what's fast travel like in terms of loading between open world, from open world segment to open world segment? And we're not going all too far. Ah, beautiful. Doing better, woke up with a migraine. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're doing well. I am. I don't know if... no, you wouldn't know. I started vacation yesterday. So I am off for 2 solid months. That being said, like, I am still going to be... I'm still going to be working. What do I do for the Sheikah camera? I'm trying to remember. I'm still going to be working, but it's only going to be in the afternoons. It was... Which button was it on the D-pad? No, it wasn't any of these. Ah! The right C-stick. There we go. I need to go there. And there was one there. And then on the other side... Hi, old man. I'm going to ignore you because I know you are a demon, clearly, to be able to travel around as such. It's just LA, so it's not horrible right now. That being said, I expect in a month we're going to start hitting the hundreds and all that, like usual. But otherwise, no issues so far. It's cloudy and cool in the morning, warms up a little bit in the afternoon, but otherwise, chill times. So I have... Oh, they removed this one. Do I want to see if I can get these guys' attentions? I'm going to see if I can't rack some arrows early up. Hi, friends. Let's see if these fellas can give me some nice set of arrows. Easy. You hit 105? Oh. That sounds gnarly. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, I'm going to stay here for a quick minute. Free is free. I think the game's realized, though. One more set? No.
Okay. 11 arrows for free. I will take that. But yeah, I am playing this in master mode. So, excuse me. Apologies for that. I'm playing in master mode, so this is going to be a delicate experience, to say the least. I'm sure if I did any like gimmicks, like explosions and stuff like that, the mobs are just much more resilient. So the best thing I can do is sneak around and just try and live. Thank you. I am excited though, Magpie. One thing that I am going to be doing this summer, my cousin who loves to draw and paint linked me a very nice, affordable artist table, like a painter's table, and it's only like $50, and it has like all this like generous, like additions for like extra space, and all these other like good quality of life things. Extra space, storage, has a section that you can use to do cable management, stuff like that. It's for traditional, yes. So I plan to purchase that and set that up. One of the things I've been looking forward to doing for a while, I have a room that we've just not touched at all. And I'm looking forward to using my time this summer to setting it up. Oh, the Nintendo Switch cert. Yes, wear it with pride. Gladly. Where's my Switch 2 shirt, Nintendo? I'm playing the Switch 2 Enhanced Edition. You gave me the wrong shirt. I'll still take it. Merch is merch, but, you know. Bubble cleanse. I like how they just said they run with, like, when attacked by bees. And that's their tip. You want to DM a recent work in progress? I want to see if I can finish it. Nice. There's, one of the things I've wanted to do for a while, since I played Endwalker in Final Fantasy XIV's Endwalker, there is... The entire raid for Endwalker deals with the gods of Final Fantasy XIV's A Realm Reborn. And I would really love to do, like, face portraits of each of the gods. Or, like, face and upper chest. But in, like, a smooth, traditional sense. And I think, like, with that kind of setup, it would be really nice. Easy on the wrist. I actually... Like, I know it's like a baby complaint. I actually really sprained my right thumb yesterday. It's a lot better today. But I sprained it, and I think it was just a matter of too much Mario Kart. Alright. Wow, the bombs feel very nice. It's much better today, though. Like, if I didn't feel up for it, I wouldn't be using it. So, I'm much better. Like, as much as a small thing as it is to complain about, it hurt to use a, like hold the controller yesterday. Or, like, press on the A button. So I was, like, trying my hand to clear obscure, and, like, I could not properly dodge, because pressing the B button with my thumb just was not pleasant. Go, and then I also want to go get the free stuff over there. God, okay. I know I'm in master mode, but I feel like I'm gonna be one-shot by too many things early on, and I'd much rather just go for stamina anyway. Have you been enjoying Mario Kart? Because I've been having a blast, but I'm not the biggest fan of online just being a cluster of shenanigans. You also sent the DM. Sweet. Let me take a look. Let me just get the cutscene rolling and I'll look. God, early stamina is brutal. Oh, very nice. I see it. I like it. That's gonna be a good fun Friday night all around, huh? The music and aesthetics is great. You've had rubber banding issues. I've not had it all too much, to be honest. Maybe it's like a location kind of thing. I've not had it. It's been the quality online has been okay. But the online itself is like, ew, like if we could limit it back down to 12 and have a mode without items, I would be so much happier. That's the wrong button to detonate. If I could get the items and the shield off this guy, I'd be happy. Okay, club. He's on the other side. That's funny. Okay, his friend just left. I have to be careful because they can drop rocks on me. Oh, not good. Not good. They just disappeared, man? Come on. These are really unpredictable. What's going on? If you own a straight line and no drifting on 150, I get first second. If I try, I get like in 5th 100cc. Yeah? I've been enjoying the bots. I will say the bots, and people have been saying that the bots apparently have some sort of... There's a Lionel here in Master Mode? Oh, Jesus! I don't have a club, so I'm not pairing for... I don't have anything that could take down a Lionel this early on. No, I'm not fighting that thing. I'm just gonna take whatever weapons I can from this fellers. Shoot. And I'm fine to run now. I somehow survived that. Okay. What was I going to say? No, I forgot. Oh yeah, the bots apparently can react pretty adaptively. In response to how well you perform. Which I quite like. But it's making 150 a pain. And it's making Knockout Tour 150 an absolute pain to 3-star. Sorry, when I say bots, I mean AI. Like the in-game AI, etc. Alright, let's get cooking. I'm taking all these. Just robbing an old man blind. Yes, I know I can change shield. Here, I'll do it right now. Alright. Oh yeah, I have to physically take this stuff out. Just have to play in small spurts. Me and Sis set up a new TV display. We got to figure out how to turn off the 120. Oh, okay, I see. Was it an issue related to the display? That's why. Alright, I'll take that for now. That's gonna hold me for 9 minutes. Or were there more peppers? I think there were more peppers somewhere, no? Regardless, I think I'm okay. I do need to be careful because I remember there being some enemies at the base area here. Take what I can get for right now. God, I almost fell. That would have made me so sad. Oh, come on. No. That's so evil to throw all those apples there and I just can't. I don't even think I took a stamina shroom, did I? Oh, I didn't cook the stamina shroom. Alright, you know what? Are you serious? I didn't want to grab. Oh, this is evil. Alright, I'll take that. I'm not all too concerned for Boko clubs or anything because there's nothing I have is going to remotely do any sort of damage this early on, unless I want to spend 3 hours breaking stuff up with the barrel, like the bombs, which I don't. Oh yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, I should have eaten this. I should have cooked a stamina shroom. Ah, whatever. Let's get all this, and let's start the long climb. We should be fine without any stamina inducing stuff either. It's just a matter of speed and all that. Or not jumping super crazy. We'll do 1. We'll do number 2 right now. We'll be okay to come up here. It's so weird, though. Not weird, I should say, but it's like a come full circle kind of moment where one of the first experiences on Switch is also one of my first experiences with Switch 2, albeit with much better quality. Like, I genuinely feel bad for people who, and I know it's not a lot, but I feel bad for people who elected to buy Breath of the Wild on Wii U. You know? Because at least with the Switch version, you can still play it on Switch 2. But it's like, I'm having a hard time fathoming if the motorcycle for the DLC... What does that sound? What was that? I feel like I should be scared now. If the motorcycle for the DLC ran atrociously not atrociously, but very poorly on Switch 1, I can only fathom people who've experienced it on Wii U. What they might have to say. Did someone die here? There are Bobblekins up there. I think they exploded themselves. Well, free resources. I'll take it. First experience with Smash Bros, Zelda, Odyssey, then Xenoblade 2, since those are the 4 games you bought in 2019. For me, I think it was... It had to have been Breath, then Odyssey, and then... Breath and Odyssey and... Xenoblade 2 had to have been early on, because it was 2017 as well. I'm trying to think. Because I'm not going to lie, save from like the big games like Breath and Xenoblade, I didn't really use my Switch 1 all too prominently for the first like 2-3 odd years. And then like in 2020 is when I really started to pick up on using my Switch again. Alright, so we got the stasis. Alright, and then... Can make it. Good. Which one? Oh, there it was. Not something magnetic, noted. God, lack of stamina is gonna be foul. I will gladly take you. Be free! Okay, I just wanted to be silly. That should be good. I've had it before where I've yeeted that exact same rock and it bounced back and smacked me in my face. So I didn't want to overdo it. That's 3 out of the 4, so now I gotta climb all the way up to the snow area. I am gonna try and see if I can go up to the mountain and get the vest, which will really help me in my opinion. Alright, let's go this way. If If I can go to the mountain and pick up a vest, I would be elated. Because I don't think you can go back to getting this vest after the Great Plateau is done. Ah, poop. There we go. So I want to go over there and then to the shrine after. Okay, I see scouts over yonder. I'm going to avoid those as best as I'm able. And we'll see what can be done. My fear is in Master Quest, because I don't think I've been up here before on Master Quest. My fear is they're going to throw some sort of spicy mob in my face on the way up. If they could throw me some chilies, I would be happy, though. But worst goes to worst, I'll just use, like, stasis and get past them if I can. Here's what I'll do. I'll do stasis, and then I'll just wind them. Dare I say it? Am I okay? Aha. I enjoy gazing here. Yada yada yada. Did you know about the scope of your slate? Yes, I knew. Thank you, my friend. Please take this warm doublet as a reward for your tenacity. There we go. There we are. Much better. Where were you now? There you are. And I do not have anything with which to glide, and I think if I jumped off on a pot, I would break my neck. So let's not do that. Can't wait for the giant spider monster. Oh, yeah. That, I don't think it ever scared me, but I know a lot of people that got freaked out by it. I mean, the first time, of course, I was like, whoa, but it didn't jump scare me like it did with some people. Okay, I'm not gonna... Ooh, an EX. I want that. What was that? That sounded like something being charged, and I'm nervous now. More bomb arrows. Lovely. Oh, wait, I don't have the glider. Okay, I'm good. Oopsie! Alright, let's see if I can't just sneak beyond. Good. Whew. Alright. I think you were horrified by the level gap, but it's unironically fantastic game design to evoke a reaction like that. Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's nothing that scares me more than Rothbard, but I mean, for some people who went around experiencing Colony 9 first, and they like swam in the water, and there's like level 70 piranhas in the water, and they're like, and we built a town on top of this? Really? Alright, which one was... This was the ice one, yeah? I think it was the ice. Okay. So far I've had this game running upwards of an hour and not even one remote issue. No dips, no pop-ins, no... nothing to complain of, period. Okay. Oh, move, move, move. Oh, Jesus, I got so nervous. Way too early. Oh, no. I mean, it's like, I gotta get better. Like, I gotta practice, you know? But, like... That was 2 hearts. So I can't afford one more mess up. You know what? Dare I say it? I think the enhanced frames and the better quality is working to my detriment because I don't know the timings anymore. I'm doing these way too early. Is he healing? It looked like he was healing a little bit there. Okay, I'll have to work on parries later on. I genuinely think the game is working so well, I was messing up my timing as a result. Don't think there was a... Oh, there was something here. And I can't magnet it. Okay. It's gonna be a while for me to get used to all the button layout of this game again. I've also been using... Like, it also doesn't help. I've also been playing other games. Like earlier I mentioned Clair Obscur. That game has a really in-depth parry system, and that has its own unique set of timings. So I just think so many different games having all these different timings and systems is not helping. Resourcefulness, skip. The full spirit orb. I do want to try something when I get back to the temple. Because I still have the Breath of the Wild app open. So I do want to try for the voice memory and have it play off. And I'll put it next to the mic so it gets picked up. Because if the Temple of Time isn't a voice memory, I would be really surprised. Alright, here's what I'm doing. Thanks for the meat, losers! Trying to figure each game's button inputs, like going from Pokemon to Xenoblade X to Mario Kart, muscle memories now are finding. Mine is definitely not either by any stretch. Oh! I don't know if you can pick up this. I wonder if I go back in here. No, not in here. Maybe by the front? That's really cool. It's picking up pretty receptively, I'm not gonna lie. It's not worth leaving my phone on non-stop with it open next to this, but I mean, it's still nice. Oh, it's beeping twice now. Alright, yeah, it's definitely telling me the temple. Thank goodness the temple is one. Oh no, now it's not going again. What's happening? The beeping's going down. It was 2 beeps, now it's none. Alright, I need to get in there without getting aggroed. This is Al working right now, but stopping by to say sup. How are you, my friend? Thank you for stopping by to stay sup. I appreciate it. Oh, voice memory.
Royal princesses have a sacred power which is claimed to have been passed down generation after generation. In fact, the lineage traces all the way back to the first queen, when Hyrule was founded. The ritual at the Temple of Time falls upon the princess to carry out. But do my prayers even reach the goddess when my powers have yet to awaken?
That's pretty cool. Oh no, there's a checklist. How many are there? No! What? There's 125! I'm not... No, I'm sorry. There's some person out there that can self-flagellate all of that for themselves. They can hurt themselves to do that themselves, not me. I'm not keeping my phone on for 100... on the app for 125. I want stamina. Please. This has been miserable. Take me to the Master Sword. Okay, I had to be careful because I assume when I get out of this cutscene, the Bobbleclin is just going to be right there. Okay, lucky me. Was there a treasure behind you? No, there wasn't. But that being said, I know there's arrows in at least one of these. I just need to play it safe with this feller. Alright, we ball. Oh no! We're not balling. We're not balling. Thankfully, I have some meat I stole from your brethren. Jesus, so much health on these things. We're not balling, we're balling! Jesus Christ, the amount of energy on these things. I would be here all day if I would just use that. It's practically, I'm practically just on these green guys alone. I'm just gonna be... It's literally just gonna be one weapon per encounter. And that's just not worth it. I could have sworn... Yeah, there were arrows here. Okay. And Amber, I'll take you. Another bew. Alright, if I remember right, I could go... yeah, right here. Wasn't there also an EX chest up here? No.
I am Rome Bosphorus Hyrule III.
Well done there, young one.
Well done there, young one.
The time has come to show you who I truly am. I was King Rome Bosphorus Hyrule. I was...
Oh, there's no the third.
leader of
Oop.
Hyrule. A kingdom which no longer exists.
Oh, I can skip past this. Yeah, I'd rather not watch this cutscene again, I'm sorry.
To know Calamity Ganon's true form.
Yes, I know the whole history of Breath of the Wild. I'm sorry for anyone who wants me to watch these in the 4K, but I cannot put that upon myself. I do not like the lore discussions in either Breath or Tears. They just bore me, and they're needlessly long.
Other than you, Link. You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then you were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening.
He looks really clean, though.
Zelda herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help.
And help I will. God, you could see details on Elden Volcano from this distance. That's insane. I cannot wait, and I pray they do the Xenoblade X update soon. Because they did one for 3, but unfortunately it was literally just to be able to experience the game in better quality. Alright. The adventure begins in earnest. I think what we will do, my friends, I will get my butt over to Kakariko, and then I will call it once I get there. I think that is gonna be my battle plan. The adventure begins! And upon landing, Hyrule Kingdom, and it begins. No? No new side quests being added? I thought it was supposed to be around now. Hope Xenoblade X gets a bonus. If you have all 3 prior games, like a teaser or some sort of unreleased art or event theater. I would love to see the theater. We're due for that. Like, it really upsets me we have no theater mode. Rusted weapons, I don't particularly need. I'd love weapons in general, but not rusted weapons, no. Wanted something with some nice swinging AoE so I could get a lot of these. Rusty halberd. Nice rushrooms, which I will take. Surprised I made that. Okay. First test of endurance, and by endurance I mean running for hell. Or like hell. Well, you know what I mean. Don't look behind, just get to the shrine. Oh, they had them hide. Oh, no. When they swing, it sounds like the audio is playing twice. I'm noticing that. Boshkala, man. Boshkala. Goodbye. Boshkala. I don't know where I'm going at that. I'm just being silly. Sounds like baklava. Took up the task of getting every Xenoblade X achievement. I think I'd rather get the 365 in one than Indigent Hunt. I feel that. I mean, the 365 is just a matter of, you know, like, a matter of time and sanity. But it's like, you could do that, just pop open YouTube and just get ready to cycle for, like, an hour or two. Yeah, I have to cancel. Okay. And then... Ah, shoot. Okay, this is gonna suck. How did I used to get that one? That one's better. Very good. Hollow figure one is insane, plus the Telethia. Yeah, I feel that. Okay. Instantly a much better weapon. Let's... Alright, so we're saving all those. Still on Boko Club County. Very glad I got the 7-7. Yeah, I know, I got that one too. I got really happy because I wasn't even, like, obviously not trying for it. But I'm glad that one's out of the way. Alright, Boshkala, my friend. I don't know if Master Mode, it would be wise for me to go one, then one, and then one, then another for changing out the heart and stamina. I feel like I should do that and just have a nice balance, because eventually I'm going to hit those bosses and they're going to destroy me. Oh, there we are. Hold on. I got to get my screenshot ready. Oh, but I can't take a screenshot of Link in a pose just yet, because I don't have the camera. Hold on. I know what to do. Hold on. Hold for it! Hold for it! Sit up like Grunkle Soup! Okay. Alright, thank you for indulging in me being stupid. There we go. Nighttime's scary. I'll sit out till morning, please. Jeez, even that felt really nice. Imagine how mean it would be on Master Mode if they just made one of these react right away. I do want to reach that shrine, but is it a matter, or not shrine, but the outpost. But it's all about reasonable, being reasonable, which I do not feel this game is reasonable right now. We'll get on over to this edge and just cruise on over. Yeah. So I don't need to go to I can go to Hateno Village, but I'd rather just go to Kakariko for right now and call it. Thank God the Choo-Choos still only have one life. Hot Topic Village. Yes, here's the Harry Potter section that never goes out of style. And then here's all of our Halloween merch. Notably, they're only ever black shirts with white or orange on them. And then here's our decreasingly small amount of band selections. Oh, you know there's a Korok under there. I don't remember a lot of Korok locations for the life of me, but that just looks way too on the nose to not be. There you go. Yeah, he. Ugh. Still the funnest thing to do in this game. Yours had an Invader Zim section. Mine had nothing of the sort. I want a refund now. No, I mean, my local mall, it's always ever just Harry Potter or, like, some form of, like, goth Disney. But, like, every Hot Topic I ever go to, the very front of it is just nothing but Harry Potter. Alright, and goodbye. It became very anime, Disney, and band along with the aesthetic. I mean, yeah, probably, yeah, there were some, there was always some anime, but for me, it's more like Harry Potter and then goth Disney, I would say. For there to be any sort of, like, Neopet stuff would be surprising. My mall, unfortunately, has been having, like, a terrible streak of having new stores that look pretty cool because they're all, like, anime or art. And then, without fail, every single time you enter, it's just clearly bootleg, clearly, like, fan art that's really high quality that's just been stolen and printed. Or just horrendously bootleg. Like, every time without fail, unfortunately. Like, the only time I ever get anything from those kinds of stores is when I know it's official art. And they just make it, like, accessible. Like, it's, like, clearly not first edition. It's clearly, like, a reprint, but it's official art. But, like, all the fan art stuff, like, I'm sorry. Like, no, you're not going to catch me getting that kind of stuff. Especially, like, they make it look worse in some sort of way, or they throw on their own tacky thing onto the print. Adriana loves going to those stores, though, because more than anything, she does not want to buy any. Or it's crusty. Yeah, I've seen that before. They don't look good. But Adriana loves to go to those stores because she has no interest in it. And she doesn't have any interest in purchasing them. She just wants to see all, like, the really shitty anime figures that just look horrendous. And they're just like, how could you even, like, put this out on display? It looks bad. But none of those stores I've ever seen have lasted for, I would say, more than a month. Or, like, even 2 months. Yeah, the vibes are chill. Like, it's good to go in just for the vibes. But, like, there's zero interest in, like, making any sort of, like, purchase. I think it was here, and then Sheikah Sensor. I don't have an interest in the sensor right now. So... yeah, I'm still on the path that I want to be. There's some gear up there, but I'd rather not waste my time. Okay, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna cut it. As you get older, even the Nintendo store, you didn't buy as much as you could have. That's surprising, though, because I feel like the prices in Japan would be a lot more accommodating, as opposed to, like, a pop-up store here that has the official merch. Because even the Nintendo store in New York City, when I went, I didn't want to get too much stuff because the pricing is just it's like, it's not really good. As much as, like, it's like, how many times have I did buy a few things, like that Gengar over there. That's from the Nintendo store. Because I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to ever come back here for at least 5 odd years, if ever. So that's when I went. But then you got to carry everything back home. More than fair. I know, like, if I ever go to Japan, I will be paying for an extra bag. Just so I can have stuff to take home. Or I wouldn't be opposed to paying extra fees for weight. Because I don't know if I would ever go to have the luxury to go to Japan a second time. Whenever I hopefully can go. Rita he. Here to solve my puzzle, yes sirree. It's Rita he, and I'm gonna get off right now. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm so sad, though, that the Nintendo store that had opened in California, they elected to put it in San Francisco. There we go. Like, I wish they put it in LA. Like, I get it. It's San Francisco. I would have loved to have seen one pop up in LA. Am I missing wherever the extra item was? I don't think I am. Oh, it's right there. I remember what to do now. Alright, let's reset it. And off. Ah, come on. There we are. San Francisco's been very nice. I've not been there in some time, though. I used to go up there when my aunt and uncle lived up there. But since they moved back, we've not gone back. But I wouldn't mind going there for a day or so. I want to plan to go to San Diego at some point. Because I went down to San Diego recently, about a month ago, but it was for an appointment. It was an appointment I had, and then I had to like fly back or drive back up. But while I was there, I was with a friend, and we were going around all the areas. So we were by where like the stadium was for the Padres. We hit up an arcade. We hit up like a diner. I got to see where they host Comic-Con, and I was just like, this is really chill. Like I would like to go and spend like a full weekend, 2 solid nights. Go to the San Diego Zoo, have one day to like hit up random hotspots in San Diego, and then just maybe one day for Comic-Con. So maybe I'll like see about going down into around Comic-Con time, spend one day at Comic-Con, spend one day at the zoo, and then spend one day goofing around, and then fly and then drive back up. I think that'd be really cool. Because it's only about like a 2.5 to 3 hour drive as opposed to going up to San Francisco. I'd rather fly at that point. I do not enjoy long car rides. I've learned that about myself time and time again. Botanical gardens are a huge vibe. I think this summer family's going there. Enjoy it. Not interested in absolutely every rock. Okay, we made it to the stables good enough, so we're not all too far from Kakariko. Like, even that drive I joined just to go to Palm Springs took the wind out of me. And I wasn't even the one driving. Although I will say... okay, sweet, I'm gonna make it. I will say that... if I'm the one driving, I'm a lot better. But if I'm just the passenger, I hate long car rides. Like, I'm sorry, you won't catch me being... If I have it in my power, you're not going to catch me being the passenger princess for a long car drive. I will. Yeah, I will. I'd like to go back at some point. But speaking of long drives, one thing I will be doing is at some point I do need to be going off to Fresno to assist a relative there with moving a few things around. Oops. That should about cover it. Yeah, there we go. Good. The Fresno drive is okay enough, mostly because you're just on one freeway for a really long time. More than anything. That being said, the very first time I ever drove up to Fresno, my car almost imploded. Because the idiot that serviced my car a week prior left the cap for the oil cap loose. And so all the oil drained on the freeway as I was driving, and my car almost caught fire. And very luckily, the exact exit I got off of, like, by the time I realized it, had a Jiffy Lube right at the exit. So I dodged a bullet, but I would not be surprised if that created some sort of damage that's going to eventually bite my butt on my car. But I did make the service... I went back to the location where they serviced my car, and I complained to Kingdom Come, and I showed them the receipts, and I held them accountable, and I made them create a statement. So I can try and use that as leverage if anything happens later on. But yeah, that was fun. Jiffy Lube brings back memories, like how? Beetle, my friend, my dearly beloved comrade. Dojamibu! Everyone having fun using their 2025 console to play a 2017 game in a stable frame rate. That includes you. Hey, there we go. It's a brand new experience all over. I'm fine. I don't want to spend anything right now. I only have 50. And, if I remember right, doesn't the Great Fairy in Kakariko need like 100? Not gonna be making use of these cranks anytime soon. I think she needs 100. That should cover it. My car almost caught on fire is a crazy way to join the stream. Yeah, I know. You should have joined in when I couldn't find my copy of Breath of the Wild, only to find that it got placed in some random cartridge. Thank you, lady. I'm still robbing this place of all its valuable items. I mean, it's not robbing if they say they're giving it, but... You know what I mean. There's a Korok! There's not a Korok. Do I want to go spring for a horse? I don't think I should. How did I get Epona in this game? I'm completely forgetting. Let's replace my first axe. Oopsie. No, I don't need directions. There was no quest for a horse or anything? I guess not. Oh, these fellas. What do you guys need? Misko's treasure. Didn't they also have Misko's treasure series in Tears as well? I guess they don't want to talk about it then. Okay, whatever. I'm sure I'll figure it out later. Is an opponent from an amiibo? I think so. Yes, I know about the stable system. I have the amiibo, I think, that does it. Because I have most of the Breath of the Wild amiibos. Obviously, I'm not getting the Tears of the Kingdom ones. Otherwise, I would have picked them up on release day. That being said, I was very tempted to pick up... I was very tempted to pick up a Riju one, just because Riju's awesome. Do I goof around and try and pick up a horse? Let's try one. You got the dual-in one because Borbin memes. I mean, that's fair. I just want Riju because I think Riju's cute. You can miss me with Rock Boy. Sidon would be a close second. I mean, I'm a sucker for the Gerudo woman, and Riju's just cute. That's all. But if they did one for... Did they do the champions? I can't remember. What was sued? L. Wrong button. Oopsie. Engaging gameplay, I know. But please bear with me, as this is crucial to my arc. Wow, that worked. Okay. I'm genuinely surprised. Three on the speed. Eh. They do have the champion ones. Okay, yeah. Like, obviously, if money wasn't an option, and the other thing is, unfortunately, I don't tend to go for amiibo all too much if they don't have major functionality. The exception has been, like, the core Breath of the Wild stuff. Or, excuse me, the core Zelda stuff. So I have all, like, the base Zelda ones. And I did get, like, the Tears variants because I think they look really cool. For Ganon and Zelda and all that. But I never felt like I wanted to really pick up the champion ones. I don't really care for the strength, but it's a decent starting speed and starting stamina, so sure. Sure. And then I'll just sell something to be back up at the 100. Name for my horse. And she's a beaut, and so we'll call her... I don't know what to call her. I will leave that to you, chat members. Probably. I usually get them if I like the character's aesthetic and functionality, but all the Xenoblade ones, yep, all the Xenoblade ones, instant buy. Not even a choice. In the best case sense, I also just consider them really cheap and affordably good looking figures. You know? Which is like, I get that bit. But not in bulk. How about just plainly for its color, and I'm sure Hort. Let's call it Hort. Hort the horse. Do we have something from you, Magpie, to compare against Hort? Also Hort. Okay, we are 2 for Hort. The Legend of Hort the Horse. I will look back on this game years later on, and I will not recall why I have a horse named Hort. Did Beetle already leave? Beetle already left, but you are a traveling salesman. So we ended up pretty lucky. Magpie, why is this horse named Hort? Well, now we'll have an easy time. I feel like the horse is really going to help me out in Master Mode compared to my first time exploring. I know where I need to go. It's going to save me up on a few things. And I need to skip some aspects of danger when I can. Beetle, where were you? Oh, she's still got that temperament. I gotta figure that out. With old Horty. That's not pleasant. Oh, and Hetsu's around here, isn't he? Yeah, most of this is not going to be fun, so I gotta play it safe. So the horse is really going to help because it's going to help me get past through those like plain areas where there's just plainly more danger. Alright, come on now, little lady. Come on, Horty. I know it's also coming up, so I think this is going to be my best option. Jesus, the temperament on this thing. No, you are absolutely right. There was a Lionel, just eyeing me. Hortimpton. It's the best worst boy. Why would you freak out for me jumping? You can see me. I can see you. Shalaza, Shalaka, it's been 100 years since anyone's been able to see me. I'm Hetsu, and I need your help. Those monsters over there stole my beloved maracas. I think they're still there on the other side of those rocks. I can't use my powers without them, Shoko. So please, please get my maracas back from them. I'm not talking to you just in case you are an ambusher. If these are all like blue bokoblins, I would cry. Also, I'm really upset that it's windy right now. Oh, that's evil. I have to be careful because every time without fail, one of these Bobblekins always survives the fall and just messes me up. It's one down and hopefully dead. Also, am I the only one that does this? I hope I'm not. Like, I feel like this is just a pretty standard thing to do. The wind died down, which is very nice. Dang it. Messed me up. Please have killed them all. I think one of them survived. God dang it. Oh, we're good. Okay, it was just delayed. Okay, we're good. This is smart because for one insane point to be encountering bokoblins, but also damn the regen. I know, I completely forgot about the health regen being a thing, and it has thrown me off. Like, I just cannot hesitate or be sneaky. You just have to go on right in. Got the maracas, though. Did not mean to walk them back. Oh, no, I didn't mean for the stuff to fall. Alright, no exploding. Lesson learned. We just... What do you mean? Has to be like that, I guess. I'm coming, Hetsu! Those are my maracas! Please give them to me! I don't know what kind of voice I'm doing for this dude. But wait, there's something wrong with my maracas. The seeds are gone. I'll help you, my friend, with the power of your poop seeds. It's perfect. I never thought I'd be the target of one of their pranks, Shoko. But wait. I smell it, the poo. You have it! You got a seed for me. Yes, sure. I've always been weapon and bow over shield, but that being said, I feel like it would just be better to do shields for sake of survivability. Like, if anything, I feel like this is gonna be a bow and shield kind of run, you know? I'll do shields, because I feel like shield is just ignored. Yeah, that's better. And then he goes to Korok Forest, but I got what I needed, so I'm happy. Feels weird coming back to Kakariko and there's not like the spires just all waylaid everywhere. There was one more. Oh, here. Really? Oh god, they're appearing everywhere now. He just picked up the arm from one of his friends. Oh, that's fun. This is scary, though. I don't like being surrounded like this. I like having control in my video games. There's one more. Where are you? Shoot. I did not mean to do that. Can I please? Jeez Louise. What just exploded? Something definitely exploded just now. Alright, thank you. I will take that. Before they came around, I was prepared to call them a... I was prepared to, like, say that was, like, gonna be a... one of the, ninja people whose name escaped me. Oh, come on. There were definitely more arrows. There we are. I will not say no to more of those. Horse is okay. Just over there freaked out. We're good. Alright. I'm surprised there's no Master Tears of Kingdom. I felt like that would have been... There's a lot of things with Tears of the Kingdom. Like, I'm surprised there's no DLC. And I'm surprised there's no Master Mode. Yeah. You're gonna be heading out. Hope you have a good and wonderful day. Don't die Master Mode. Not yet. We're still holding. And I'm actually gonna be calling the stream off in like a few minutes as well. Do not want to burn a bomb one. I'm good. I do remember that one. Hey, I got my arrow back. Look at me. Now, let's see. The reason I wanted to call it here is I wanted to see how Kakariko handled. Because everyone knows Kakariko is like Lag City. Well, you see... Yeah, no, Tears was really good, without a doubt. I mean, I still go back to Tears just to goof around on the whole, you know, builder mode. But even then, it's like, I'm not interested in, like, complete shrine completioning and all that, and upgrading all the gear to max. Like, I felt like I did that in Breath. My first time around, so I felt pretty good. And I feel like that's honestly why I prefer Breath over Tears. It's just a matter of... It was my first experience. Overall, kind of vibe. Bum, bum. There was one other thing. Wow. Also, you know, to be able to walk around here and not get lag to Kingdom Come is just so clean. And now the greediness that consumes me compels me to take all these apples. Oh. Breath has better vibes, Tears has better runes. Really find it hard going back without Ultran and Ascension. Yeah, I know. That's been bugging me. Like, I feel like I could just it's because it also looks so similar. I feel like I could just, you know, it's like, where are my runes? Like okay, I could throw ice in water, but it's not something that I can do a lot of the time and have, like, the capability to do it all that, well, I should say. But, best girl. A man! I should have ran up to her nude like always. It's a Sheikah slate. Could you be the hero my grandmother told me about? I miss this, like, flustered Paya. There isn't all too much of that in, she's definitely matured up in Tears by comparison, but I don't know. She was shy and cute in this one. I mean, she's cute in them all. Is there anything behind? I don't think there was. There were shrooms under the house, if I remember. Yeah. You're very close to me right now. Yes. Is that a problem? Me and my grabby hand.
So...
One of the things that always threw me off with Tears of the Kingdom is how could,
It has been quite a long time.
it feels like poor taste to have let,
But you remember...
what's her name? The other twin. That everyone, like, loves because she's all sexified now. Pura. Yeah, there you go. Like, how could Pura have left her sister to stay old with her? Like, it just feels really bad that you got, like, one twin with, like, aching bones and everything hurts, and she's still, like, being really spry and traveling all around Hyrule in a hot air balloon. And I'm just like, you found, like, a reversing agent and just left your older grandma lady to just stay 100+ years old.
Oh. Oh.
Yes, I am ready to hear the same tale that was told to me, and it's gonna last 5 minutes. Oh, wait. Don't worry, because this is Master Mode. I'm good. I like that my grabby hand is still in play. God, what divine beast am I gonna start with first? I feel like for the sake of survivability, it'd have to be the Zora one. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I want to save the Goron one and the... No, I should do the Goron one too, because that's also survivability. That fight isn't that bad. I feel like the Gerudo fight is definitely the worst of them. And that one's more just a parrying thing than anything. Like, the Zora one can be annoying if you mistime the jumps in the water. But it's not the worst of them. Take me to the Hot Tenno village. God, just thinking about the fact it took like 40 odd minutes to get all the way here from the plateau to here, and then just Hot Tenno village is like double that. Like, really sets a scale for the game again. Let's read her diary. And Antipur 100 years ago, they decided to put a lone swordsman in a long sleep to prepare. His name is Link. I've been waiting for him to reappear all this time. Hello. Okay, I'm done being mean to her. I'm sorry. Okay. I feel comfortable to call it there. That was a pretty good experience, I'm not gonna lie. This feels really nice. I will love to play more of this, albeit a little less cautious because, you know, I just don't want to like die on stream and look like a dum-dum. We will be calling it there, so thank you everyone who joined for this stream. I'm really happy that OBS is working out pretty well. I'm sorry you had to see me stink at Mario Kart, and we had some fun with Breath of the Wild. But I think that is where we're going to be calling it. Thank you, everyone. I look forward to hopefully streaming more in the future. I will put it up as a poll later on if people would be interested in seeing me do a live playthrough of Xenogears, because my big goal this summer, regardless, is to at least play Xenogears and the original Final Fantasy VII. So if I don't do that, I will still be making a video with my thoughts on Xenogears as I progress. And please look forward to some more videos coming up with Unicorn Overlord coming out next week. I'm very overdue for releasing that one, but I have the time at last, and I would love to have that out next week and work on more content throughout summer, including some streams. So thank you again, everyone. Have an awesome time. Cheers.